Somebody at Bloomberg has just made a statement that is making waves in the financial sector. XRP's value, according to their predictions, might soar over 66,000 in the near future. A Bloomberg advisor has made an audacious claim, comparing XRP to Bitcoin in the banking sector. This theory has received the go light from Bloomberg's business analysts. Therefore, we are not merely making assumptions. The opinions expressed here are based on solid research. Word on the street is that XRP's value could skyrocket to an astounding $60,000. Ripple just made it public that they want XRP to be the cryptocurrency that banks use, similar to how Bitcoin is used in the market as a whole. These aren't just idle speculation or remarks. On live television, a Bloomberg advisor officially acknowledged them. Additionally, a game changer is Ripple's new collaboration with ISDA, the International Swaps and Derivatives Association. Using the XRP ledger, they intend to process transactions with a staggering value of 1.2 quadrillion. In order to manage such volumes, a base price of approximately 10,000 per XRP may be necessary. Today's video is jam-packed with features, so we'll go over all these developments in detail. Salutations, members of the Wealthy Coins family. You have found the go-to place for information regarding XRP. Please give me a solid thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can join our community before we delve in. And when we reach 60,000 members, we'll be doing a massive XRP giveaway. With only 3 easy steps, you can throw your hat in the ring. So be sure to accomplish all of that. You can reserve your seat by dropping the hashtag MoneySide in the comments. Watch today's video to find out why everyone is talking about Bloomberg's 60,000 price target for XRP in such a short amount of time. To begin, we have the revolutionary idea that Ripple is establishing major alliances in the institutional and financial spheres. The International Swaps and Derivatives Association was mentioned earlier in this video. The bold scheme to handle more than 1.2 quadrillion by ISDA and Ripple. However, events in North America and Europe have mainly captured our attention, so that is only scratching the surface. Nevertheless, Ripple's impact goes well beyond these specific areas. Africa is one continent where Ripple is really making an impact, so we can't ignore it. Ripple and Onfric are teaming up to change the way money travels across Africa. The African continent isn't the only target of this endeavor. As planned, it will ease trade between Africa and a number of other important areas. Envision a world where Ripple's platform powers frictionless cross-border payments throughout Africa, the UK and Australia, as well as the nations of the Gulf Cooperation Council. This degree of international monetary cooperation is without precedent, and in today's riveting film, we will explain all of these fascinating new developments. Let's explore this intriguing subject further. The promise of Bitcoin, and more specifically, XRP's outperformance of Bitcoin, has been mentioned time and time again by Bloomberg, a prominent economic news outlet, especially with their mention of the 60,000 price range for XRP. This isn't a new tale, it's a reoccurring trend. Although it may appear new to some, that is not the case. This kind of supposition is nothing new. Bard A has verified that Forbes, another financial news behemoth, previously ran a story titled, "The New Bitcoin is XRP," and it's headed to 59,472. This is an illustrative case. Curiously, very shortly after being published, this piece was removed. This isn't merely rumor mill speculation. Conversational AI, general purpose Turing, and others have all confirmed it. Notably, these reports are in agreement with one another. Both the Bloomberg analysis and the now defunct Forbes article point to a similar future for XRP, one in which it might compete with and even surpass Bitcoin. When put in context with Bitcoin's all-time high of almost 60 LOs, and this becomes much more important. The conversation surrounding XRP's potential future value is further enhanced by the merging of these ideas from reputable financial sources. The rationale for these audacious forecasts must be investigated. Why are Bloomberg and Forbes, two reputable financial news agencies, implying such a massive increase for XRP? In Forbes' example, it was only for a limited period. This is more than just conjecture. It shows how people are becoming more optimistic about the future of the digital currency market and XRP in particular. The secret is to learn where XRP fits into the bigger picture of digital currencies. As a platform for international money transfers, XRP stands apart from Bitcoin, which is more commonly thought of as a digital gold store of value. Global transactions may be made faster, cheaper, and more efficient through its partnerships and technical improvements. Given the importance of global trade and finance in today's globally linked world, This is more important than ever. In addition, XRP's blockchain-based foundation mitigates some of Bitcoin's performance issues by prioritizing speed and scalability. Financial organizations and amateur investors alike can see XRP as a way to simplify their operations. We should not dismiss forecasts of XRP reaching or exceeding 60,000 as mere speculation. It's a mark of how XRP could change the world's money and how valuable it could be. It's about considering XRP as a revolutionary weapon in the realm of finance, rather than merely another cryptocurrency. It is becoming increasingly apparent that XRP is a vital digital currency as we see their ongoing evolution. Bloomberg and Forbes' views, along with Ripple's technology breakthroughs and strategic collaborations, suggest that XRP has a bright future. We must stress the trend in financial news, especially in light of the blocked AI-confirmed Forbes article concerning XRP. Despite being published for a short time, this article was subsequently removed. There have been similar occurrences. It has come to our attention that financial news outlets with close ties to industry heavyweights are publishing sensational pieces on XRP and similar cryptocurrencies, only to quickly remove them. Concerns over the causes of these abrupt removals and the subsequent lack of communication are prompted by this. Not only does Forbes not have this problem, the scenario with the Bloomberg advisor's XRP statement is quite similar. Despite being broadcasted and confirmed, it appears as though there is an attempt to minimize or perhaps censor this data. There has been a disturbing trend of repression and secrecy surrounding reports and articles that concern XRP. The going rate behind the scenes is something that everyone is curious about. Why isn't everyone eager to keep these XRP talks in the spotlight? As an exemplary case in point, consider BlackRock's iShares XRP Trust ETF. There was a lack of focus on this major change, despite its significance. Despite this pattern of removal and silence, mainstream news should be covering this massive financial entity's moves towards XRP adoption. There are more questions than answers about this pattern of deleting and hushing up. In what ways will these deeds play out? For what reason is there an attempt to conceal these major Bitcoin news stories from the general public? With respect to XRP in particular, several stories have confirmed BlackRock's connection in XRP, but these allegations have now been abruptly denied, creating an intriguing twist in the events unfolding before our eyes. This is so even though reputable sources, including as the news page of the Delaware state government, have verified that a BlackRock advisor registered for an XRP ETF trust organization. The proof was plainly visible to all, yet we witnessed the retractions of these affirmations not long after. Take this into consideration. At first, Bloomberg analyst Eric Blinch tweeted to verify that BlackRock's decision to register the iShares XRP trust was legitimate. This was a major admission, but in an astonishing turn of events, he then recanted the remark, claiming it was incorrect. These inconsistencies aren't just random occurrences. A deliberate attempt to minimize BlackRock's involvement with XRP has been made, giving the impression that major financial institutions such as JP Morgan and BlackRock are not fully committed to this cryptocurrency. The reality, though, appears to be very different. We found a report from October 17, 2023 that says JP Morgan and BlackRock have been secretly buying XRP, putting 7.5% of their wealth into this cryptocurrency. The official story is at odds with this shocking new information. Until tomorrow, everyone, I want you to know that I am not a certified financial planner. All material in these films is given only for amusement reasons. Viewers should always do their own research and talk to experts before making any kind of financial choice. As I always stress, feel free to tune in whenever you like.